Come on, full body cybernetics. Alright, we'll leave there to last. Crafting tome vendor? What? Okay, get fucked. I really don't care. The seas have carried you back to me, I see. Got wind of me erstwhile matey's triumph, and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye. Bringing pirates together with promises of treasure and glory. That's the Palanai I know, aye. From what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Palanai goes a ways back, we do. We're comrades, friends, and aye, more than that on occasion, if my memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. And the idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merweb's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but you know what truly calls apart the open sea? Freedom. That's something Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others like me answer the call, others me kind answer the call, aye. Then, and only then, can I be sure that me decision to part with the Yellow Jacket comrades, Yellow Jacket comrades, was the right one. I just randomly decided, like, okay, we'll do this voice for the character, and I just hope I can sustain it in a Titan spot. Have to do this. Drunk Ren, I'm most heartened by thy safe return. Wert thou able to cast light on the shadows that haunt the shroud? List documenting all recent sightings of the Elder Primal Odin. So it is true. After waking from nine eternal slumber, the dark divinity now rides free in the shroud. Whilst you were afield, I immersed myself in the scriptures. The more I scout the words, the more I did realize that the writings draw heavily upon Haogan historical chronicles. History is quite a fascinating beast, no? One nation's glory is another's suffering. One nation's great hero is another's most abhorrent villain. One person's freedom fighter is another person's terrorist. I mean not to speak in platitudes, only to say that there's never but a single side to any story, even a story that is presented as historical fact. To what end did great hero Alag seal Odin in a gall of crystal? What impels the dark divinity to ride once again? Cast thine light on the shadows of history, friend, that we might be delivered from the darkness. Oh yes, I was going to go continue the other thing. I have no idea what this unlocks at the end. It has the icon that unlocks some quest, or like, it unlocks some dungeon or something, but I have no idea what. You know, the whole plus and all that. This. I hope she likes it. If every component of an object were replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. Yeah, it's so-and-so's boat. I can't remember the name, but it's... There's Theseus's boat, was it? I have no idea. Basically, there's... it wouldn't be Theseus. There's some, like, Greek... there's some example people keep drawing from Greek mythology. I don't know why, but I remember hearing it repeatedly. Some guy's legendary boat. You know, if you've maintained it for hundreds of years and replaced every bit of it, is it still the guy's boat? Yeah, it's that, but with some Jotun vase. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chinnery? Don't know where he found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilla. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, finally someone acknowledges it! Please, Allie, adopt the child. It's either that or bring her down to Benfilia. And for a while there I was thinking, we'll hand it over to the idiot detective. Might be safer there. Placing in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash. Or Mandeville, sir. Didn't realize you had arrived. Still not wearing pants. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy. I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Though I gather from your previous comments you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it, I love it! I was going so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my torn dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would be most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandevilles do so take pride in our work, never strive for professional perfection. Well, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtlessly told you when he offered to investigate the duel's threats? Enough expositionary banter, I say. Given, the other guys in this quest, I feel... I listened to, let me jump around in the topic a little here. I remember before listening to one of the Black Mage's songs on YouTube, Battle on the Big Bridge. And someone had a quote from Gilgamesh I quoted before. Enough expositionary banter. Let us fight like men. Like women who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it is morphing time. So I can't, given Gilgamesh is in this, I can't help but see that as, you know, a nod to that. Oh, and it seems the son has changed his clothes, gotten a new set of clothes, given the father ripped and teared what he had on previously. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember the thinking his help will be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Oland Quiveran's seat on the Syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardine. Consenting. I can't tell if that's just a job, which I thought, you know, the conniving was, but it could just be him being an idiot. Why are you still here? Please, Ellie, adopt a child. Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilla has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage where even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade to a merchant named Janapa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. Well, we've met. These blades are being delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilla's sellswords. Once I give the order, they'll transport them via different routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I get it. They're on the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment he strikes, all our forces will converge in his location, including those to size small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Except you're not flexing enough. Mayhap we could use some more. It's you know, the riposte you know, is simply to flex at the man. He does nothing else. I was expecting him to say something, but no, he just flexes. And that's it. And the guy's like, okay, you win. To a small p-folk to watch roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow investigator. Inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description. Have you never taught to ask Humphrey? You never taught to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Ha ha ha. Man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Cortus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Very excitable waving. Oh, my neck hurts. Pray, forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man. What a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. It's so jarring. Like, you see Drom here off to the left, and he's, you know, towering big guy, but, you know, fitting. Then you see the cat girl, and, you know, fitting. Then you see, you know, and the inspector, and he's fitting. And then you see the guy in the middle, and he's just... Yes, I am here. It's like, you know, playing Kingdom Hearts. You've, you know, like Squall, you've Cloud, you have Yuffie, then Donald fucking Duck. I can't help but see a bit of, like, there's a Twitter account, you know, Western porn out of context, and or Western cartoon porn out of context or something. It's they had like some like buff Scrooge McDuck. Apparently his name is Scrooge McFuck now. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons could a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Haha, what reasons indeed? It's enough to make a gentleman laugh. My neck hurts. That damn little devil bird continues to elude me, but no longer. Soon shall I claim my revenge in weapon boat. Inspector Hildebrand would have you accompany him to Cortus. 5 elixirs, my god. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Destination is the Observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly smallfolk in accordance with Inspector Brereton's instructions. Naturally, such situation requiring improvisation, we're to disregard those instructions. Any questions? Oh, then let us sally for it at once. My redoubtable confederate. You're an experienced traveler, are you not? Why don't you lead us the way to Cortus? Here, I'm just gonna mute myself for a moment, just to take a drink. And actually, where is the deletable? Should be here. Did I put it off to one side? Ah, other side of the room. Thank you. Thankfully, it's a small room, and thank you, long arms. Not the tallest of people. But, I got long arms to make up for it. Though I suppose saying that I'm not the tallest of people probably makes me sound shorter than I am. It's 5'7", 5'8", I can't remember. It's one of the two. It's probably safer to lean for this shorter one. My mic active while I'm doing this. Come on. I've one of those little on-the-go juice pouches. For whatever reason, I find like I like to keep them with me so I can just use them as I want them, rather than them being in the fridge. It's just easier for me. I find they handle not being in the fridge much better than the juice in a bottle. For one reason, whatever reason, they just seem to they just do. It's quite handy. Whoa! My Christ, it's fuck. Just sounds like they're shouting, "No!" I'm waiting for them to turn into a Serious Sam character here. Oh yeah, I forgot all about doing the marks. Caw caw! Ours these crystals are. Huh. Wearing a mask. Like certifiable shaman rituals mask. Okay. You know what? Marks. Okay. These are down this way. I need to do more dungeons, get gear, and seals. Basically, if I get gear, then I can trade it in for more, you know, Grand Company seals, which I can trade in for adventure coins. Actually, I'll mute myself and just... Yeah, folks, and I'm back. And yeah, you can hear me. Good, 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 good. That posing on him as he's running like that always throws me. Ah, just out of range. Excuse me. Hail to thee, foe servant of justice. Take it you're one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. It's alright. Bugger me. Don't you buddy move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. My help keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the teeming duelist, I'll of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Haha. Oh, that just reminds me, I saw a bit of a manga online. May I have one last thing, or something to this effect is the name of it. Basically, this lass is accused of, like, it's... I think... it's a running team in the certain type of manga I've been seeing, and I think it's based off a trope from games, because that's what it is within the manga. I'm just not sure if it's real in real life actually trope within the games. Basically, during the romance game, there'll be the villainess, trying to, they'll be bullying the heroine, and at the end she'll have her engagement broken off in the middle of a party, and the heroine wins. Well, in this case, the main character is admittedly falsely accused of bullying this new ass of her fiancés, and she's been shamed in front of everyone, and she asks for one last favor, and the fiancé is initially saying no to it, but the former fiancé, but his new lady is like, give it to her. So he does, and she brings forward what she wants to make this bitch fly, and she proceeds just bonks her right in the face. She's a noble woman, but she's likes beating the shit out of people. Reason I bring it up was she's talking to the prince later on, just after the fight, where she ends up beating up everyone in the room. She also conveniently had her boxing gloves in her dress, But anyway, she probably always carries them with her. But she was saying, oh, they admitted, everyone, all those present admitted to their misdeeds with no ounce of guilt, and instead of sitting there as in what's it called, what's it called when you go along with a crime? Complicit. So rather than being complicit in the crime, she administered her own punitive form of judgment. And the prince is like, yes, excellent forward. Your follow on? They made me sick, so I beat them up. And you just see her brother having a stroke in the background. He's got a nervous complaint just because of dealing with her. He's drinking stomach medicine or something. Yeah, it just that reminded me of it, and that's funny. That feeling when no brawler noblewoman GF. Also that. Good, you're still. Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. Ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch a thief, as we are. Come, Nashu. We too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man out near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Oh, I am one of the many people who killed Ultima. The ultimate weapon. Oh, you ended up over here somehow. Any halberd-wielding mummers shall answer to me. Can we find Greg around here anywhere? Good old Greg. Hope we get to see more of him. Gilgamesh is always a fun character. Huh. That looks suspicious. So many quests I just didn't do. I regret it now. No, I don't see Greg. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me. But there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. Should not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu. We've lingered here over long. Must egress post haste. There's naught out of the ordinary here either. No look, huh? We've scoured every elm of this area to no avail. I'm going to conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, Lewis renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture out into the wilderness, best arm yourself with more than your wits. Appreciate your concern, Miss Sally, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, that self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? Wait, Hildebrand is a dragoon. My god. It was buried in the snow. Wow, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nash. Though I will still endeavour to avoid fisticuffs. I'll be duly armed should the worst come to worst. Now then, we'll begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatory. Come now, how hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in Cortus? Apparently very hard. Have you come in search of House Durandare's protection? My decision, if so, House Hillenard may claim Skyfire Locks to be the most secure stronghold in this region, but even a fool can see how mistaken that is. Take your post, my good man, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildebrand is ready for battle. Core, it's cold out here. Where art thou? Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? In Romeo and Juliet, Romeo, wherefore art thou, O Romeo? Does not mean, where are you? It's, why are you? By the by. I remember learning this in school. It still stuck with me. Romeo, wherefore art thou, O Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, or if thou won't, be sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. And then Romeo starts speaking about how he wants Juliet to skin him alive and wear him as a glove, and it gets really weird from then on. Especially when Juliet starts speaking about wanting to see Romeo's cum face. That's very strange. 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? I also do love Gilgamesh. He accepts being called Greg. He accepts it. He even calls the other guy Hildy on occasion. It's like I said, I hope we see more Gilgamesh. I actually really like him. I actually really want to go play the other Final Fantasies to see him in them. The only issue is, like, it's for video policy could be an issue, and then it's also difficult to play the proper versions of them. A lot of, say, the Final Fantasy 7 port, like Final Fantasy 7 port to PC, is a fucking iPhone game with the wrong menus. Like, the menus look wrong. The character models are off, or whatever. It's not Final Fantasy 7. It's, pale mockery of it. But anyway, and while others don't have such don't even have such adaptions, it's frustrating all around. If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, the board resembled Suspiria, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe head, to which was mounted a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection arriving in these lands. How I yearned to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. Will they notice? That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you aren't serious. Now you call me Shirley. No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I'll not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Not Greg! I could have never seen this coming. Miss Ellie, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good and honest man, whom I'm certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I've done naught wrong. Bah! You're all beyond reason. Ah, yes. My plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture with the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is impassable. It's still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let us not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. Suggest you muster what allies you can. Which way did it go, Drumcrane? Did you see? At least you find my advice unsporting. Mind you that our duty subsedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess. His name isn't really Greg, is it? It's Gilgamesh. For a third time. Nashu? Miss Ellie? Ah, my good man is relieved to hear your footfalls. As you've no doubt reduced those any prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. Let's leave the rest to you. Battle on the big bridge. It's as if it was designed for it. I think gather what friends you can, but unless I was meant to, like, normally this stuff is via Duty Finder, you know? So yes, it is yes. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. It took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. Song Guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction? At last I understand. We're fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I'll even extend them to your allies. I grant you some leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is Embiggening time. You know, I could... You know, I could use the doorway to my advantage. Your hitbox is too big to get through it now. I'll just stab you from here. Yeah, I was very scared that you were meant to just, like, gather people up yourself for this or something. Like, you couldn't Duty Finder it out. In his quest to acquire the strongest of weapons, the notorious duelist Gilgamesh has long eluded authorities until now. Forced to take a stand at the impassable Griffin Crossing, he has yielded to you a duel. He challenged you to a duel. Triumph, and he shall yield his latest prize. Should you fail, your weapons will be forfeit. Okay. While we're waiting on the off chance that will actually work, let's go ahead and turn this in.